Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. I'm glad you're all here with me because we got something fun to do today. Okay, so I'm working in this hometown journal, the envelope one. We've done all this pretty stuff and all this pretty stuff. Today we're going to do this pretty stuff. Okay? You may say, well, that looks a little complicated. It's not. It's so not. This, I did a video on showing how to do it step by step. If you have the hometown journal kit, thank you very much. But also, it's in the kit. It's just a template with stuff on it. Really, it's already made out to do. Okay. If you don't have this kit and you don't want it, it's okay. I also did a slider belly band in the forest journal where I used the Stamperia paper pack. That's in the forest journal playlist. Yep, I can use words. So then you don't have to have a template or anything. You can make it however you don't have to have this kit to do this, but this is fun, so do this. Okay, so this opens up here and then it opens out here, and I'm just using the ones that I made for the scavenger hunt. Yep. Got a couple of those things in there for that big pocket here, little pocket here, and then this actually flips up. It just tucks in there for a closure, and we've got 4 photo flips or whatever you want to use those for. Okay, and then it just tucks right back in there. So this is what we're making today. It's not hard, I promise. And we're going to go slow and easy, step by step. If the video gets a little bit too long, I'll make it into 2. It's not that hard though. Little pocket, big pocket, photo flips, and a big front flip. That's pretty simple, right? And then the belly band, which I already have that made in a couple of different places on my videos. So, okay. On this belly band, I did put some lace here and here, just because if this gets moved up and down a lot, you know, it won't, it's just it's decorative, but it's also functional in that it'll protect that from getting a little frayed. So, yep, we use this. This is from the freebies, for the scavenger hunt. Yep, I still have words. Okay, so this is what we're going to make today. And this is just a journal card from the kit. So let's get started. We've got this piece of paper here. Okay, and I printed this on one side, and this is in the journal kit. If you don't have the journal kit, use whatever you want to use. And this is the grid one. So we're sort of playing off this and the grid, you know, back and forth with this fun element. Okay, so we're gonna do scoring first. I think I do have notes, and I'll put my measurements in the description box so that if you want to do what I'm doing, you can do what I'm doing. All right, I'm gonna do 1 1.5 inches. This is going to be the top flap, and then I'm going to go ahead and fold that in so that I don't have to do any funny hinky measuring, right? Okay, then I'm going to go to 4 3/4. Is that what I'm doing? I'm going to measure just to make sure my notes are right. You know, when you're in the middle of doing stuff and you just, you know, I'm going to measure 4 3/4. I do write stuff down, but you know, I have to double check myself because I do. Okay, 4 3/4. Get it straight. Okay, 4 3/4. There you go. Now, we've got that fold that we can fold as well. Okay, now, as you can see, this is a little long for me. I want to cut my page down to 10.5, so I'm going to take it off of this. That's just taking a 1/2 inch off. If you're using US letter size, it's just taking 1/2 inch off, because it's 11 inches anyways. So we're going to go right here and trim that off. And then our page is where we want it to be. Okay? Then we've got another bit of scoring to do. Because if you've been watching this series, you know that this isn't just a thing, it's also a pocket, right? So there's a pocket there. So we got a little bit more scoring to do. Now if you want to put it flat down, then this next part isn't for you. If you want to not have gussets, this next part isn't for you either. So but I do want to have a little bit of a gusset. Now on the bottom of the pocket here, there's no gusset. Right there, it's just flat down. But I want the side gussets still. So I'm going to do 1/4 inch here, and I'm going to do 1/4 inch here. Now, I'm going to put this aside for a minute. We'll need it again in a minute. Okay, now, scissors. And what I'm going to do is take, you can see the score line, or I can, and if you're doing this, you can see it. You're just going to take that little wedge out. Well, let's do it from the score line. If you're new at this, always go from your fold or score line out. That's easier, okay? And from there. Okay, now we're going to do this one the same way at the top where we did the fold. I'm having technical difficulties. You guys hold on a second. Okay, we're back. Now, where were we? Technical difficulties. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to take from this score out and from this one out. Okay. Okay, and get these off my table because they will be a mess later. Alright, now you see you've got this. Okay? You've got a divot in here and here and here and here. You're going to take these off and these off. These we're going to leave in there, okay? So now we're going to bring back in our this and see if I can get this to go straight and work for me. Okay. We just have to remember, don't cut the part you don't want to take off, right? It's a thing. Okay. All right. Right there. And we're going to go there and stop. And there and stop. It's mostly right. I think I could have took a little more off of that one. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay. Get these things out of the way, because they will just be in the way if I don't. Okay. Now, there and there. Okay. There and there. That's pretty good. That's much better than the other side. Sometimes it works great, sometimes it works but there you go. Okay, I still want to take this one off, and I'm not going to do it with that because it'll muck it up. So I'm just going to carefully, I don't want the score line to be there. So if you're doing this, just make sure you get your whole score line off, because it's not needed to be there. It just gets in the way. And it doesn't look good. Okay, so there. Now, before we go much further, so I don't forget, I'm going to go ahead and round the corners on my flap. So I'll have that done. Yep, that's good. Get off. Okay. Yep. All right, now we've got this, and this doesn't fold in like we're going to make an envelope. It folds out, okay? Because this is our gusset for the other side, right? Now we've made this, and before we put a whole bunch of bulky stuff on it, it's a good time, well, if you don't use double stick tape, then don't worry about this next part. But it's a good time, before it gets all lumpy bumpy, to go ahead and put this on here. Then you can put it on easier, you know, just something like that. And we'll start working on the other side. Okay, there's that. Let me squash it so I don't forget. Yep, this is going to be a really fun one. It's a sort of a powerhouse kind of thing, right? Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to put, well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold these backwards so that they won't be, this is the space I'm going to be working on. I'm not going to be working on the flap with the big pocket. I'm going to be working on here, putting all these little things in first. Okay, I'm going to put the little pocket and the photo flips and the big flip that goes over there. That's our first part that we're going to do, okay? I have stuff somewhere. Yes, I knew I did. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, where's my stuff? Okay, we want our, I've got everything clipped all together, but, you know, there's our other belly band. Cute, huh? Okay, there we go. Get that out of the way. This out of the way. This is our little pocket. We want to make sure that it's going to work. And it should, because we're going to do 1/4 inch gussets all the way around. Okay? This is simple and easy stuff. You know, just don't do it that way. You got to have your scoring thingy going on here. Yeah, just simple and easy. But when you get it done, it really looks, I think it looks awesome. I hope you guys like it. But yeah, you take small and simple things and make something really cool. Okay? Alright, so we've got our scores. We scored 1/4 inch on the sides and 1/4 inch on the bottom. And, let me make sure. Yep, this is the front this time because we're going to have that big flip that tucks inside, and that'll cover up a bunch of this. So, okay, we're going to fold this in this way, right? So, yep, this is going to be really beautiful. And, you know, I thought it was time to do something very, very, very interactive. I mean, all the other pages are interactive. They are. They are. But I wanted something incredibly interactive this time. And I'm using the background pages instead of one of the, you know, the pages in that has the houses and the buildings and the things like that. So we have to be creative, don't we? Okay. All right. Now we just take our stuff. I'm going to dump this. Okay. Now we've got our stuff. And let's see if I've got enough to ink this on here. Just give it a little ink. Not enough to have to do elevator music, but you know, just just a little bit. Now, before I put it on there, I'm going to put the lace on. All the other stuff you can put on afterwards. It's all kind of, you know, personal preference, how you want to decorate it and all that. I like using the fussy cuts from the kit and some of the ones from the scavenger hunt because they go well with this kit. So I'm just gonna use this, and it's just easier to put the lace on before before you put it in there. It works better that way for me. I don't know what it does for other people, but yep. Get my brayer and give it a roll. Okay. Let's cut that off. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, now we need our tape. Where'd I put that? And get this little pocket. This is sort of our anchor for the page. It's a little thing, but it is a good anchor. And it'll hold that flap in for the closure on the thing, and it'll hold tags or journal cards, whatever you want to put. If you're doing the scavenger hunt along with me, or even if you're not, I mean, you know, those freebies are really awesome and they work really well for doing this. Okay, so now the reason I folded this backwards was so I could see the absolute sides. Yep, I want it to sit with sort of a 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch, you know. I don't want to have anything too close to anything. Not too close to either side of the fold, because we got a fold on both sides. Don't want anything getting in the way of that. Okay. I'm going to put my bottom down first because that works best for me. You put your pocket in however you want, but for me, I can get this straight and have it straight on there, ish, okay, and then put the sides, you know, that's works best for me. Okay, and this keeps me away from those folds where I don't want to be. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. There it goes. I'm going to get this one. See what I said? This is really simple and easy. It's not something you have to worry about, oh, it's too hard to do. This is really easy. So it just looks all kinds of, you know, cool. So that makes it look like it was hard, but it wasn't. It's easy. Okay. Okay, now we've got that in there. That's our anchor, all right? Now we're going to put our flip in, because our big flip. And the flip for this is, where's my notes? I got stuff all over my notes. Let's see. The tall flip is 7.5 inches tall and 4 1/4 wide. Okay, that's because these are 4 1/4 by 4. The 1/4 is the part that you're going to score, the 4 1/4, so that it more or less is going to be a square, right? It's 4 by 4. So move those out of the way. And this will tuck down inside here and be our, you know, that. I need to round these corners. because this is our tuck-in end. And we're going to do 1/2 inch on the top for the hinge. Okay, so we're just going to do 1/2 inch, and that gets us our nice hinge. Pretty simple, huh? It's easy, guys. It really is. You just fold that over, take a little wedge off because you don't need it to be, you know, being all funny on you. And if you're new, please start from the score line. Do as I say, not as I do, you know, kind of thing. Once you get used to it, you can trim that from either side. It's just a thing, okay? All right, now. Okay, well, I'm having technical difficulties again. My word. You guys hold on. Okay, we will get this done. It's more frustrating for me than you. I know it kind of just keeps going for you. For me, I have to go and do stuff and stuff. Okay, so we got our 1/2 inch here, and I'm going to put some tape on that as soon as I find the right one, because we're going to just go ahead and put this in. Well, we're going to ink it first because it'll need a little bit of that. Okay. All right. Now we've got that, and it is ready to go in. Let me get a little bit of ink. I'm not going to do heavy inking, but I do want a little bit, just a little, to give it that vintage look, finished edge kind of thing, because I'm not lacing this all the way down. Just, I'm going to put a little strip up there, but that's it. Okay. Yep, we will get this done. I think I need to change out my doohickey. Yep, I do. Okay, now, before you put it down, it's always better to put the lace on beforehand. Now, if you've got something that's folding and you're going to put lace on the edge of it, make sure the lace is on the straight edge towards the fold. You see the lace, it's got this poking out part, and it's got a straight edge. You want that straight edge towards the fold so that these other bits don't get in the way of the thing folding, right? So, just tips from me, things I've learned. Okay. Now, if you're not using lace, of course, you know, that doesn't matter. But yeah, the rest of it, like I said, is decoration, and you're going to decorate however you wish. Okay? So that's going to tuck in there, but we're going to put it up here. We want it down just a little bit from the top, centered-ish. Okay? All right, let's get this on there, and it'll give us a good guideline to put our photo flips in, right? Okay. Because, you know, then we'll know where to put them because we'll have our cover on already. Okay. All right. Now we want to put it to where it's going to tuck evenly in that pocket and about 1/4 inch down from the top, straight-ish, right? Yeah, hopefully. Okay, craft lunch. Put all these things out of the way, gosh. Okay, now let's get this. Okay, so now it's photo flip time, right? That's a pocket. Okay, photo flips. Okay. Get over there. All right, we've got, this is the 4 1/4 side. So what we're going to do is, it won't be too much elevator music, I promise. but doing these just about straight as you can is good. Okay, just score 1/4 inch on the 4 1/4 side. I decided to do 4 because I thought they would fit in good, and it's a good amount of storage. You can put pictures on here, you can put memorabilia on here, whatever you want to put. But it gives you a bit of, I don't know, stuff, right? Let me see which way I put those. This way up or that way up. I put them this way to the front, the grid to the front. Okay, so I'm going to fold this to the back. And you get both sides. I mean, you know, this gives you enough room to do 8 big pictures. Yeah. And, or, you know, different things, whatever things you want to put there. You can even write there. It doesn't matter. It's all up to you. What you want to do is what you want to do, right? Okay. So see, not too much elevator music. Now, you're going to do this again because you do want to take those edges off. Just a little angle. Sometimes that gives you a problem with when you fold this down. Sometimes if it's not exactly perfectly straight, you'll have a little bit of something hanging out here instead of, you know, so you can see a little bit on the edge there. You just don't want that. You just don't want it. So if you take just an edge off, just a tiny little angle, it takes care of that problem. Okay? All right. And we have 4 nice big photo flips, or whatever flips you want to use them for. They're flips. These things are great for whatever. If you have some kind of special trip that you took, and you have like movie tickets or tickets to a something, you know, it works. It works really great for that. Okay, so now we're going to put our photo flips. I'm going to go ahead and put my tape on there so I'm ready. Okay. All right. Get this on there. It's all about the process of getting it done. It doesn't take too long to do it. Once you've got everything cut out to the size you need it. Yeah, it took me okay, I'm saying it doesn't take very long, but it took me a couple of days to get everything sorted out the way I wanted it to be, with measurements and writing this down, and that worked and that didn't work and all that stuff. Now that takes a little bit, that takes a minute. But once you get everything sorted out and all your stuff cut out, it doesn't take very long to do this. Okay, we want to squash our tape down because that's important. And we're going to use our easy method to put these on, because what matters is the bottom, not the top. Okay, now you can line them up for the top if you want to. I never trust those folds anymore, so I'm not a perfectionist. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say this is the top, and I'm going to move that one down just a little bit. We did this in the 100-day challenge, and I showed how to do this. It's just my little funny trick of, you know, getting it just so. They're the same distance apart, right, on our little hinges, but we're going to have this down here straight. Okay? All right, I didn't round my corners. I like the rounded corners, really. So, yeah, I like them to be the same distance apart, and the bottom, working together, right? So I think it works out best for me. Now, if you don't want to, you know, if you want to do it the other way around, do it the other way around. It's fine. I like it better this way. It comes together easier for me. I don't leave any of these little things laying around. They get glued to stuff you don't want them glued to, and that's not nice. Okay, a little bit of, you know, inking, but, you know, not too much. I have got to change that out. It's getting little, I don't know, those little foamy bits are falling off. I don't like that. It's not nice. It's not. Okay. Now, there's one. Not too much elevator music, I promise. Okay. Okay. And I can't really tell, since I've had to start the video over a couple of times, how long the video is right now, so you'll just have to bear with me. Hopefully it won't be too long. Okay. Yep. Now I didn't, even in the other one, I didn't really decorate these because, you know, that's what you do when you start putting your stuff together for your journal. Right? That's what you do then. Okay, now, those little bits. Okay, back to where we were. Okay, we want even spacing. Okay, can you see that? Even spacing. And stacking them straight together. Okay. And then, where's me a clip? Make sure they're straight on the sides. That's important. And check your down here. You want even spacing down here. This is what people will see when they open it up. So that's what you want. You want that to be, you know, and to be held still. So, yeah. And then, you know, we take the tape off and put them down. Like I said, this works best for me. If you don't like doing it this way, don't do it this way. You can do them one at a time. I have videos showing how to do that. I just got tired of doing that, so I do it this way. Yep, that's what I do. Oh, my glue is bubbly. It must be happy. Okay, now, again, check and make sure they're straight. Yep. Put a little glue on each hinge. Yep. Okay. And then we will put these down. Right like so. Okay. We want it to be sitting right in there. Right. And if you see how you angled that edge in, you want them to sit there. Make sure this covers, yep, okay. And then just kind of give it a squash down, right? Take that off. Okay. Ooh, watch out with your brayer. Okay, there. There. Sometimes you got a little extra glue you need to, you know, tend to. But there you go. You've got all those down. They're straight enough, straight-ish. That folds down and holds them flat. Now, isn't that awesome? I think it is. Super easy, right? That's really easy. Okay, so the other side we're going to put a big pocket on, right? Excuse me. Okay, there we go. All my stuff. And this one we're going to use the grid side out if you're using these papers. So I've already got it scored. It's 1/4 inch. We're making a pot. Well, this is grid side on both sides. Oh, well, whatever. It was probably a scrap. Anyways, we do what we do and we move on. Okay, doesn't matter. Inside, you just don't want it to be, I guess, all the way white. Unless you like it that way. If you like it that way, do it that way. So, scissors. Again, we're going to take off these corners because we don't need that bulk in there in the way. Okay. And this. And this. Okay. Now, again, just get all this junk out of my way because I don't want it glued to something. I don't... Look, it's happened. It has. Okay. Me and my... After this video, I am changing this up because I don't like it. Okay. Alright. That little bit of foamy junk getting all over the place. Okay. We want to do our tape and then our lace. Like I said, super easy. We're just doing this pocket, that pocket, and another pocket, and some flips. And when we're done, it just looks awesome. Really. Okay. I think it does. I hope you guys like it. It did take me a couple of days to get all the design elements going my way on this. Okay. Give this a good squash down. Now the lace, and we'll put our pocket on. Now, you can decorate this however you want. I'm going to match the one that I've already got made because I wanted these to be matchy, you know? I wanted them to be the same. Yeah, that's just me being me, but, you know, you can do, you know, however you want. Okay. There. Scissors. Oh, that's a little too high. That's a good thing with the lace and the glue. You got a few minutes. Well, you got a few seconds anyways. It doesn't grab as quick as the paper to paper, so you can move that around. Okay. Now we're going to put this down right inside there. Right inside the fold. See, that's where the fold is. I'm going to fold it over again just because it's easier to see. Okay. I'm going to do the bottom first as per my usual. You do you, however you want it done. Okay. So, yeah, this is fun. I mean, making these is just absolutely fun. And and you get to decorate them with all kinds of pretty things. I mean, gosh. I did some fussy cutting from the kit, and I used some of the fussy cuts from the scavenger hunt that I made specifically to go with the kit. But you don't have to have the kit. They're fine. They're pretty on their own. So there you go. So, yep, just a nice big pocket to put something in and decorate for sure, you know. You want to decorate it and make it all pretty, right? Okay. And straight. You want it to be as straight as possible because that's a thing. It is a thing. It doesn't have to be perfect, but, you know, somewhat straight's good. Okay. Now we'll just put our glue on here and get this down. Okay. Okay. Give that a good roll. Now, you see the other one that I had? I'll show you this one that's in the other journal. You've got this big pocket. You can stick a big tag or journal card or whatever you want in there. And you've got this side. No, let me put that in there. So we've got our element together. So what we're going to do is fold this over and over. And we've got this. We've got our gussets still on there to go in there. But before I put it in there, I've got to put this on. And before I put this on, I've got to do some inking and some lacing, because look at this. Yeah, I want this to be this for the other journal, right? So I'm going to take a minute or several and lace this up, and I'll come back and we'll put this on and finish up our video, okay? So just a second. Okay, we're back and we're ready to finish it up. All laced and all that. Now, I will decorate it like I did the other one, but, you know, just for this video, because I knew it would be long, I didn't put all the decorations in, okay? Where's my doohickey? Here it is. Okay, let's get this on there, and we got to do some, you know, our word dangle thingy, and we've got to do our Velcro and put the pocket on the page, right? Okay, not that. All right, here we go. Making sure it's right side up, and we want it a little to the right hand side because this flap is going to come over and do some stuff, you know, to cover up. So we want it a little over to here, right? Okay, we just want it to be straight though, you know. Okay, I know this has been a long one, but I think it's a really awesome project. So I had to, and with my technical difficulties, I'll be in the editing thing and I'll be saying, oh wow, that's really long, you know. Sorry. Okay, again on this, I did put the lace here and here, just so that you've got that little extra security. When this goes up and down, it won't be, you know, going too far or tearing or anything like that, right? Okay, so now we're going to do, we're going to put this on. That's what we're going to do. Okay, where's my little, here it is. All right. Yep, we're going to put this on there. We want it to be sort of here-ish. Well, I know this is 8 because, so let's go for 4, right? Because we took a 1/4 inch off on both sides. So it was 8.5, so that leaves 8. So we need 4, and that would be, where's my pencil? Okay, that would be here-ish. Okay? So we're going to put a little dot there and poke our hole. Okay. All right. As best I can. You just try to line that up, and sometimes you get close and sometimes you go, oh well. You know, one of those things. Oh well. Okay. All right. So get our prongs apart here and squash that down. Use this. I went ahead and changed my inking thingy because I had to. Okay, I had a thing where I was going to use, where is the thing I was going to use? to cover that. Okay. Wherever it was, it's gone now, so I'm going to use this. Scissors. Looks like I've taken a little piece off of this one anyways, huh? Okay, good to have a little bit of extra. I got lots of glue on my fingers, but you know, that's the thing. It's what happens when you put lace on. You get glue on your fingers. Okay, now we've got this and we're just going to cover that like so. Yep. That secures that. And we got one more thing to do before we put our pocket in. As soon as I find the right one to do the right thing with here. Okay. Now we're going to put our fluffy side on this one, and we know that that's 4, so we're going to go with that. And then I'm going to get the roughy side and fold that over. Okay. Roughy to the fluffy and fold it over. Yep. Okay. Looking pretty, looking nice. Got that in there. As I said, I will decorate inside off camera because it's long. I know it is. I know it is. I know it is. Okay. Oh, I didn't put tape down there, so let me do that. This will be going down flat on the bottom. As soon as I find the end of this. Okay. And yeah, this is the bottom. Gotta make sure. Hope you guys like this one. This has just been fun to do, fun to design, fun to make, and lots of things that you can just decorate in it. That makes them fun when you can put embellishments in and make them all pretty the way you like. Whatever pretty is to you, make them that way, you know. Okay, we're putting it in there. All right. And it will have enough to where you can put a big journal card in here without a problem. And that will be awesomely awesome. Or you could even put a little notebook in there. Whatever you want to put. It's just going to be a big old pocket that we have put a bunch of stuff on. It's a big pocket that you can put a bunch of stuff on. Okay, let me move that out of the way because this is going in this one. Yep. This one. Okay. Make sure, yep, make sure I'm up the right way because I wasn't. Right? Right. Stick your fingers in the glue. Of course you do that, right? Now you want it this way. Don't stick my head in the camera. You want a little more room over here because you're going to be sliding stuff in there, right? Okay, straight-ish. Get this on there. De-dum. You want those to be down really good. So you want to, you know, open it up and press really good. Give it a little bit of a roll on the sides at least. And down here when you close it, right? So it's going to take a minute to do all its grabbing and the things it needs to do. But it's going to be in there and it's going to be awesome. And it's going to be a big old pocket that you can put things in, right? Okay, so I'm going to let that settle and I'll show you this one. Because that one has to settle. Obviously, I took some stuff out of this one. Okay, I'm going to decorate that one exactly the way I did this one because I've got all the stuff picked out already. 4 photo flips, plus there's an area there to put stuff, okay? Then And there's an area here. I mean, that whole flip you can put stuff on. And tuck that in. Put these in because they're cute. And this one, it's just beautiful. To me, it's pretty to me. So, like I said, do pretty to you. Whatever is pretty to you, do that. And decorate it up. Stick a journal card behind your belly band. You know, that kind of thing. And then there's our page for this side. This side is going to be not this. It's going to be an interactive big pocket, of course, but it's going to be, I think, it's not set in stone yet, but I think I'm going to put an expandable pocket with some stuff and stuff and stuff. You know how things go. So, all right. Is that awesome or what? I know it's long. Just, I need to hush. You guys take care. Please like and subscribe, pretty please. Thanks for watching. TTFN.